Hi everybody, Alexander at Tekton Design here. I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about one of our newer models. It's far from the newest, but we just get so many questions that it's really time to address this topic. This is our Perfect Set 12, this is our Perfect Set 15, and the Perfect Set stands for SET. This is a tube amplifier speaker. And I don't want this to sound like hype, it's not hype. I've felt for years that there's just not enough speakers that are truly geared for low wattage tubes. And I'm going to make this really brief and really simple. The Perfect Set 12 was the first one. Let me backtrack here a little bit. There we have our patented tweeter array, the low mask algorithm. And for those that haven't watched our other videos, not familiar with it, the circular array, including the center, does the mid-range. It's not a whole bunch of tweeters blaring. That's a thinking error. This is doing all of the mid-range. Think of it as having a 12-inch diameter mid-range with under 2 grams of moving mass. It really works well. There's 7 motors. Those tweeters dig down to, believe this, about 400 hertz. So they are doing a lot of signal. And it's just so accurate, and the mid-range is so silky smooth. And man, once you hear it, it's hard to go back or listen to conventional speakers again because it's really good. Now, 12-inch version here. This guy's got great sensitivity, and another thing coming to my mind here, these are all 8-ohm devices. A lot of tubes just aren't very 4-ohm friendly, so while I'm a 4-ohm fan, these are 8-ohm speakers, and they're really good on the sensitivity. My recommendation is simply this. This Perfect Set 12 is really geared for the guys that have about 8 watts to 30 watts, somewhere in that range. I'm thinking of like the EL84, the old Dynaco kind of thing that was 28 watts or whatever it was. This is and that's of course push-pull, and these things are going to be compatible with all tube amplifiers, even though we're calling it the Perfect Set. So think of this guy as really being in the camp of 8 watts to a couple hundred, but realistically for tubes we're talking like 30, 60, 80, somewhere in there. Okay, now this is a completely different animal. The Perfect Set 15 is geared for the guys with the really flea amplifiers, the flea set amplifiers, 1, 2, 3 watts per channel. So my guideline is if you've got 8 watts or more, go with this guy. If you've got 8 watts or less, you can go with this guy, and heaven forbid you're going with just some other speaker off the shelf, because you will have no bass. The bass will not sound right. There's no way you'll be able to listen to it in the quiet of the evening and have bass waiting if you've got to have it at a low volume. This guy right here will get it done. This is fantastic for 1, 2, 3 watts per channel. So my recommendation is 1 to 8 watts go for the Perfect Set 15. 8 watts and above, Perfect Set 12. If you try to run this speaker with a big solid state amplifier or the 30 watt tube amplifier, you're going to get, once you start turning it up to normal intensities, let's just say for example you like to play Led Zeppelin back every now and then when you get in a raucous mood, you're going to pipe it through this and you will realize real fast as soon as you turn it up loud, you're kind of producing too much bass. Now, I get it. Some people love that. I'm a realism kind of guy. I don't want to have too much bass. I want to have just the right amount of bass. And for 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 watts, this guy produces just the right amount of bass, and it's fast bass. These are pro audio drivers, and that's another thing I'm adamant about. If you've got a little teeny amplifier, the last thing you need is a big sluggard of a woofer that's swinging back and forth, not at the right pace, and just it's not doing you any favors. The sensitivity's wrong, everything. That's why we've created this speaker. I hope this clarifies things, and guess that's going to be it. So thanks for watching.